It was at this moment he knew some poo came out. What's going on, guys? Bijan here. So this is some daily automotive news. Now, would you go and check this one out? This is a photo of a Macan just chilling with the front end of it dangling over the edge of a multiple-story car park. So what happened here? Professional hockey player Denis Kazionov was sitting in the car with his wife passenger and his son in the back. When I saw this photo and I saw this story, I immediately thought, hey, like they must have mixed up gas and brake pedal, like it must have slipped off, big boot, you're in Russia, it's negative 20 degrees, like it could happen. But no, that's not at all what happened. So in this multi-story car park, it's not walled all the way around. It's kind of partially walled. So snow can get in. When it gets that cold, the snow then freezes. And when snow freezes, it can turn into ice. So imagine being in a concrete car park with ice in it. You hit the brake and the car doesn't brake. And that's when the poo would have came out. I just imagine this poor family parking in the parking garage, planning to have like a nice dinner or a nice lunch. They were going to go downstairs, do the whole thing, when all of a sudden, their whole day got changed.
That's not funny, Proctor.
No, sir.
I'm so glad to hear and read that the family is completely okay. Everybody survived. There was no fatalities. Nobody was injured. For such a scary thing to happen, everything went as well as it could have. They were able to get out of the car safely, and the engineer that built that car park probably had an extra shot of vodka that night because he knew that he saved that whole family's life. Essentially what happened was when Kazionov hit the ice, he tried to brake. Car continued to slide, the front end dipped over the edge. Now, very easily, the car with the momentum it had could have kept going and just landed. That accident could have gone a lot worse. But luckily, there was a metal beam that was just above the concrete. The windshield and A and B pillar hit that bar and just parked there, kind of dangling end over end. Now, they were in a Macan, which is a nice, relatively big SUV. He's a professional hockey player. Let's imagine he was in a different car. Something very low. What if he didn't clear that beam? That would have went very, very badly for the whole family. I'm very glad that he was in a Macan, and I'm very glad, cheers to that engineer that put that beam there and saved that family's life. But what a day and what a story for that family to have. If I was in that family, the first thing I would have done, I probably would have went and played the lotto, because I would have felt so unbelievably lucky that that bar was there, I was in the car that I was in, and it went how it went. Oh, that's freaky, man. Imagine just sitting in the passenger seat or the driver's seat and you're just dangling over the edge of a multi-story car park, looking at your impending doom, and you just gently kind of crawl back into the back of the car and then just get out, and everybody gets out safely. Oh, that's freaky. Now, it did break the glass on the end of that building, and it, to my guess, knowing Porsche, that Porsche is probably going to end up getting totaled, but in reality, it wasn't much damage. I imagine if you go over the edge like they did, you're going to have some denting on the sheet metal that's underneath the car, the under chassis of the car. You're definitely going to have a dented exhaust, and you may have a damaged drive shaft. So you can replace the drive shaft, replace the exhaust, but if you ran into that metal pole, even with a little bit of speed, that can crack your windshield, which is replaceable. But once you need to start to replace your A and B pillars, I'm guessing most insurance companies are going to total out your car. Now, it is Russia. I don't know how insurance companies work it there. Maybe they're willing to put in the money and actually have the car fixed. But here in America, I know for sure they would just total out the car. It'd be too much money to replace the A and B pillar, the drive shaft, the exhaust, and the windshield from Porsche, where a windshield, I imagine, is probably $2,000 from the dealer, and an A and B pillar, you'd need a whole roof or second donor car, or somehow have the pillars shipped from Germany to Russia. It just seems like a lot of work when they could just total out the car. As far as the car park, the glass was broken. That metal pole or metal beam that they ran into is fine. They're just going to replace the glass, and that's about it. All in all, not too expensive or not too hard of a fix. There wasn't much property damage. Nobody was injured underneath, thankfully, because when you run into glass, if there's a sidewalk underneath, it can fall into the sidewalk. But it seems like from the first reports, nobody was hurt, nobody was injured. There were no fatalities, nothing like that happened. The family got away safely. It was just an unbelievable moment, a scary day, And what a photo to have your car just dangling over the edge of a car park and you walk away from that and it didn't go over the edge. That's going to be it for today's automotive news. I'm going to see you guys on the next one. Have a good day.